The authorities in Kazakhstan now say they have arrested 8,000 people following last week's unrest. The country's president says it was caused by an attempted coup d'etat. The protests were originally against rising fuel prices but became violent and 100 people were killed. Russian troops are now being deployed there and Vladimir Putin says they'll stay as long as they are needed. Abdujalil Abdurasulov reports from Almaty.
This is an operation to prevent looting. Kazakh soldiers chase people out of the shopping mall. Occasionally, they have to fire into the air to convince people to follow their orders. This building was attacked and robbed during the unrest. They erased the mall completely. Many people have nothing left to live on, says Andrei Mikhailovich. He rents a space in the mall to sell jeans. He came to visit his shop for the first time since the start of the unrest. It was devastating for him to discover that most goods were gone except a few pieces of clothes. Some people tried to resist and defend the shops, but the looters were too aggressive.
The marauders set the building on fire. Everything was in smoke. We tried to call firefighters, but the phone lines were dead.
The Kazakh army have set up checkpoints to restore order. But why did peaceful protests get so violent? Some analysts argue that it is due to poverty.
Well, if you look to any big city in Kazakhstan, you can find around all the cities a lot of unemployment young people. And this is a potential aggressive mass.
The authorities of Almaty are saying that they fully control the city now. And some shops like these ones are already opening up. And there are more people on the streets because they are less afraid of going outside. But of course it will take time before things can go back to normal.
What many people are now asking is whether the president will offer political changes to prevent new protests. Abdujalil Abdurasulov, BBC News, Almaty.
As we've been hearing, Kazakhstan's president says last week's unrest was caused by an attempted coup. Here's BBC Russian reporter Olga Ivshina explaining what evidence there is to support that claim.
Everyone is looking forward for those facts or anything, at least from the Kazakhstan government, which can support this information about alleged thousands of bandits or thousands of terrorists, as they say. At the moment, they have only presented one thing. Yesterday, State Kazakh TV showed some man who was clearly beaten, and on camera he said that he lost his job in Kyrgyzstan, a neighboring country, and he was that's why he agreed to come to Kazakhstan and participate in rallies for $90. But the trouble is that very quickly, friends and relatives of that man recognized him as a famous Kyrgyz musician, jazzman, who came to Kazakhstan for concerts and then disappeared in the chaos. So, you know, that only thing which they showed doesn't work anymore.